almost never happens. Somebody must want some attention. As usual.
We'll get to this in a second.
As
This
usual.
dentist should have gone to AskALawyer.com. Honestly, they would say, you know what? It's less costly
Why
to
are you
divorce
so
your wife
obsessed
than
with
it is to.
me? Boy, I want to
Actually, I
know.
say it in language. I just say killed your wife. I don't want to be too politically correct, but I don't know what's going to get me bleeped out or whatever. Anyway, go to AskALawyer.com if you have an issue with some kind of legal problem. You go to AskALawyer.com, and for $49, you can get legal advice from a living, breathing human being. Otherwise, if you're doing your own legal research, they've got AI trained in all 50 states, so you can do your own legal research. Go to AskALawyer.com. Same people that brought you e-form and e-sign. They're good folks.
Bruce Willis is getting corny.
So, AskALawyer.com.
His jokes and shit, they don't land well, and he's doing it excessively. It's like, bro, chill out. Occasional jokes about your grandma in the basement, yeah,
you see these
we can handle that.
situations where, and it's usually a guy, but sometimes it's a woman. But like the Lacey Peterson case, Scott Peterson. Oh, you're cheating on your wife and you don't want to get found out, so what do? You're gonna kill your wife. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she was pregnant with a baby. I just think it's amazing the lengths people would go and the risks they
like
would
the
take
frontal lobe didn't develop or something.
and like that lawyer in Chicago.
Like, do you know the consequences of what you just
I
did?
can't remember if he was a cop or what he did, but he killed his wife. And it was like probably the second one that he did. I just don't understand it. First of all, I don't have it within me to harm a human being. Fuck, just leave. I mean, is it that fucking hard? All right, let's get into it.
A Colorado mother begins experiencing sudden and devastating symptoms after a morning workout. Her family watches helplessly as her illness progresses over the coming days, and suspicious eyes turn to one man, her husband, a beloved and
I'm not living with no dude. No more ever.
And dentists go to medical school. They specialize in dentistry.
Ever.
They get some knowledge of chemicals and of chemistry and
we can't even
drugs,
date.
that kind of thing. And they also had cameras up all over their house. So he wasn't that careful.
An ambitious local dentist, but as she fights for her life, the investigation into what happened will take a shocking turn that no one saw coming.
Our point is not to put you away, it's to put the person away that caused this to your life. And that's what person's my life.
It's Monday, March 6, 2023. Home surveillance cameras are recording as 45-year-old Dr. Jim Craig exchanges pleasantries with his wife Angela before heading to work.
They know how to act because he said some vows. That was
Who the
acting.
fuck does? I don't. That would be unsettling. I have a camera in my living room, and if
I
go
got
on
cameras
vacation, my daughter's there,
everywhere.
guess what she does? She turns it around so it's facing the wall, so I'm not looking at her and her boyfriend on the couch.
Why you smelling? Oh, she was working out. I was about to say, she breathing hard.
Jim is headed to his Aurora, Colorado dental practice, which he's seen here promoting on YouTube in 2012.
Hi, this is Dr. The questions I get asked most commonly by patients is, what
Is how do you kill your wife? Okay, when professionals are doing that, and I'm doing this right now, right? I'm doing my own video, but it's a different genre, and we're doing a little different thing here. I mean, the guy looks young, and I just don't fucking get it.
He
And
does.
looks like a
He
nice
does.
guy, doesn't he? Kissing his
You know the
wife.
consequences of something like that? Like, really?
And you should have your white wine.
Divorce, nigga, divorce.
Big bowl of popcorn right now, don't you?
At least separate. Take that first step.
Counter whitening products that are available out there.
You can do it. Y'all wasn't born attached.
By the morning of the 6th, with 6
You
kids,
can get away from that person.
outside like the perfect marriage.
He's put on a couple pounds, but why the fuck would you destroy this?
They worked out, she had a really hard workout, he said, and then after that, she kind of just like laid down and said that she felt dizzy and she wasn't feeling well.
Angela's illness comes on suddenly, and she sends worried text messages to her husband, who immediately leaves work. She also sends messages to her sister Tony, who lives in Utah.
I can't really explain because my brain doesn't want to work. Something feels really weird in my head, and my body is sluggish, and Jim's going to take me to the doctor this morning. I said, well, that's not good and a little scary. When are you going in? He took the girls to a friend, and he should be home
If
soon.
she told that many people, she knew it was
I just
bad.
had no idea.
When Jim returns home, he finds
Damn.
Angela in a terrible state.
This is his alibi, right? This is him being the doting, caring, I'm not a suspect kind of person, right? And that's what makes it so flippin' scary. Don't say flippin' there instead of the other word. I'm trying, okay? If there's
You gotta be
anything
careful about the
you
ones
shouldn't
you
have to
with.
worry about, it's the father
They
of
get
your
to
children.
flipping
It's the
and
person that you're supposed to love and cherish the most. That's supposed to love and cherish you
you
the
don't
most.
know what kind of demons are going on in their head.
9 times out of 10, who's
I'm
it's
good,
Jesus.
baby.
It's the closest person to you.
Oh, good.
Jim is seen carefully leading his wife to the car, and video, it's clear that Angela is barely well enough to walk. They go to the hospital, but the doctors can't
She
figure out
walking
what's
just
wrong.
fine.
Jim brings her home that afternoon, and he later tells his office manager that Angela suspected something was off.
He said that he initially thought that she had taken something, and that's what was causing all of this.
Now, anything he says to anybody is always fair game, and it comes into your trial, because what is it? It's a statement of a party opponent. So, it's not hearsay, it's an exception to the hearsay rule.
And then he said, and I think she thinks that I drugged her.
Oh.
I was like, oh, that's crazy. He said, yeah, the hospital ran a drug panel, and on the way home, she had made a comment, like, you know, there's some drugs that wouldn't show up on that drug panel.
The cameras
Why would he say that to her? That's his assistant.
No,
Why
she
would
said
he
that.
say that to her?
She said that.
Dumb.
watch as Jim and his wife return home.
Bruce,
Angela
can you
clearly
hear?
still feeling the effects of the mysterious ailment. The next morning, she confronts him about
She
what
doing
went down
stupid
at the
shit like
hospital.
letting him know that she know.
It may not be your fault if they didn't do their due diligence or anything like
You
that.
don't do that. You just get your ass away from that
But I
motherfucker.
did it myself. And like nothing like that could be believed.
Because I didn't say you were. I'm afraid she did it to herself. I just said, are you going to do drugs now? You never said, I think she did it to herself. Or I think she took drugs. Or I think that. You never said that.
And I don't think it was on everyone you actually blended me.
She crazy. If I thought you drugging, nigga, I'm out of there.
I want to read you.
I'm gonna take care of your ass from where you can't reach me.
But as those who know that
How the fuck do you have video running 24/7 in your house? That's just,
I can. You want me to?
couple last will reveal,
I sure
it's
can.
far from the first crack in
I
their
can do that
marriage.
any day.
6 years ago, their
You better know it.
relationship nearly collapsed.
He came home and announced that he was
Shit.
having a parents meeting. And
I
she
does
wanted
that,
us to
but
start
bro.
a divorce.
But Angela didn't want the divorce.
That's what you
And
here for?
revealed that it was
You
quickly
can get it.
overshadowed by
You can
another
get it,
more
baby.
serious incident.
And then she called me one day and she was
Shit.
mad. And I'm like, of course.
I won't be doing no more of those till tomorrow though. You come back then.
He
Alright.
sedated her.
According to Tony, Jim
Okay,
killed Angela
cool.
without her knowledge so that he would have enough time to carry out his final plan.
final plan of what? Killing her? I mean, you know, we see all kinds. You know, we see the domestic assaults. We've seen that, obviously, right? But I fucking hate those cases, to be honest with you. The guys generally, oh, you didn't do anything wrong, that fucking bitch, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they're always cheap, too. But, you know, if it's that bad, she's the mother of your children. Do you hate your children, too? You want to do this to your children? You know, but people get in their head, and they only think about themselves. It's called a narcissist.
Injecting himself with something that would end not only his marriage, but his life. He never went through with it, but the emotional wounds from that day had not healed by the morning of March 7th,
What?
2023.
Well, I also want to drug out because you were.
What's the?
When texting her husband the day she suddenly fell ill, Angela wrote, I feel drugged.
So we
Jim
got the
replied,
keys
given our history, I know that must be
on.
triggering. Just for the record, I didn't drug you.
I'm angry at you. I'm angry at someone absolutely fucking blameless. They didn't do anything. Except send me home the record and text me my PCP. And you didn't do anything. You just brought me home. You didn't even try to call my PCP. You're trying to call anything. You're trying to do anything.
Okay, we got that. This one.
You just brought me home.
Angela's suspicions
She crazy
not only
for
stemmed from the
confronting him.
6 years ago, but from something that happened much more recently.
So when she texted me, she started it with, I'm not really ready to talk yet, but I'm leaving Jim. He's left, how did she put it? He's made it impossible for me to stay.
And that's the other thing. If he knows that she's going to leave and take half of his shit, well, it's their shit. We divide their stuff up in half. But he'll perceive it as she's taking my shit.
I don't know why it's doing
And, you know, half your dental practice. You know, I mean, honestly, when you get married, and especially if you've been married that long, not only does everything get divided equally, including the value of your dental practice.
That's not
You
true.
probably
Everything
have to
doesn't
find a
get
caterer
divided
store.
anyway.
You know, if you're the breadwinner.
Only 4 months before falling ill,
Every divorce
Angela
is
discovered that
different.
Jim created a profile on a matchmaking site called Seeking.
Control your fucking wiener. You know, I got divorced, okay? And I tried. I even asked my ex-wife, why don't we flirt? You know, let's I was asking her to flirt. And she just wouldn't come around.
She
Did I
didn't
kill
like
her?
you no more.
No. Was it expensive to get divorced? Yeah, it sure was. Did it hurt like hell? Yeah, you damn right it did. And it hurt more because she just wasn't into the marriage at all anymore, and that was tough, and it was tough to get over that.
How do you think that
And
happened?
guess what? She's alive, and she's got a condo, and all kinds of shit that she wouldn't have had. But for me, fine, I get it. But the sneaking around and doing shit is, which I did a little bit of that, and I'm not gonna mince words on that. But I knew the relationship was over. It wasn't like I was trying to have my cake and eat it too.
No
And
excuses.
I don't recommend it because it was stressful and it was stupid. But she's alive.
Seeking.com. Before long, he found a woman to spend time with.
Seeking.com. Couldn't she go to a better site like wealthybussywidows.com?
James and I had a relationship for, I was like, it might have been like 3 weeks, maybe a month.
Okay.
And it was like November and December, ended in December. This is embarrassing to admit, and I didn't want to sugar daddy fight.
Okay, did he take you on any vacation?
All right. And don't get on a sugar daddy site because you're gonna lose all your money and your self-esteem, and you're gonna wind up worse off than you were before that. You might get some good pussy in between there and here, but it ain't worth it.
Is there anything?
He did, that was December. We went up to Bozeman, and then his wife found out. And immediately the next day, we came back to Denver.
Okay, so she found out while you guys were in Bozeman.
Correct.
Is what he
We
told you.
didn't even spend 24 hours at Bozeman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim
The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry when you fuck around with your wife. I don't recommend fucking around with your wife at all. I mean, if you have a family and it's an intact thing, you want to put it all together. Work it out. But this just sounds like he was checked out.
Jim managed to smooth things over with Angela, promising that he was merely stringing women along with attention and money, but with no intention of actually cheating. But even on
Bullshit. Who fucking believes that? Nobody believes that.
March 1st, after Jim returned from a speaking engagement in Las Vegas, texts show that the mistrust remained. Is there anything else you're not telling me? Angela asked. Jim replied, no, there really isn't anything else.
Well, there really isn't anything. Not really. I mean, nothing that fits within the definition of what you're talking about. Really. It just doesn't pay to cheat. It doesn't pay to lie. Because now guess how she sees it? As somebody she can't trust.
To disclose, I really was in Las Vegas by myself, and I don't want to sleep with anyone else but you. By March 8th, 2 days after Angela's trip to the hospital, things have settled a bit, or at least it would seem.
Who has this shit in their fucking house? I mean, these bubble cameras like you're at a casino. I don't get that. But good for her that they had this footage. I mean, it's got sound and everything.
Oh
else.
wow, that's
24/7, you can be recorded no matter where you're in the house.
that kind of thing. Surveillance.
Yeah, but you have been eating. What? Yeah, that's true. You don't exercise thing. Oh my gosh. Exercise a day and then like half an hour and eat. Yeah, on the bathroom floor.
The day passes without incident, but the next day, Angela takes another sudden turn for the worse.
Do you know how powerful this shit is in court? Honestly, I mean, it is so powerful because you're seeing the devolution of their marriage and her health.
Angela's daughter takes her back to the hospital, but this time, she won't be coming back home so quickly.
She has been battling a really weird illness over the last 4 days, We have been to the emergency room twice, urgent care once, and now she has been admitted to the hospital even though we can figure out what's wrong with her.
But his wife's increasingly serious illness appears to be no match for Jim's cheerful disposition.
Now here's the thing. You got a position of trust, right, as a husband. And her kind of character, to a certain extent, right?
Woo!
These video clips that we're watching
What the heck is going on?
show the maniacal and premeditation of somebody who is trying to kill
Ah, fuck.
based upon what? Why does he want to kill her? He wants to remove her from the picture so